And we are going to be joined by our next guest today, and it is going to be the head coach of South Range Girls Soccer, Kelsey Benyo. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Coach, no doubt you guys had a successful team last year. We're in the thick of that conference battle. We expect much of the same, but what we'd like to do with all of our area teams, I'd like to kind of start off with a Meet the Team segment. So I'd like you to just introduce us to what we're going to have in store for the 2022 edition of the Raiders.
Well, we have 3 seniors this year. We graduated a lot last year. We graduated, I think it was 8 seniors, and 7 of them started. So that's something that's going to be a change for us this year, only having 3 seniors with experience for those 4 years. But I expect a lot from these 3 seniors. One of them is our goalie, Hannah Ball. She's played since she came in as a freshman, really, and she's been with us to make it on those long runs that we've had the past couple years. We have Abby Mccabe, who will be a senior this year as well. She played a big role for us last year as well. She battled a lot of injuries, so that we didn't get to see as much as I'd like to see from her as from last year, but I'm expecting a lot from her this year. And then we have senior Presley Novak as well, who will be helping us out a lot this year, who has also been on the team and has had a lot of experience with the varsity level. I have my junior class. I have a big junior class, and they're a strong class. I have 7 juniors this year, and they're going to be a huge part of the team this year. So I have about half the team, sophomore and freshman. A lot of them have not had too much experience with playing at the varsity level, but that's what this year's all about. We're trying to build the team up, get the younger girls out on the field ready for the varsity level, because we are unable to have a JV team because our numbers are so low, being a smaller school. So that's my way of getting the younger girls out there. Got to get them in, get them experience out on the field.
Well, the good news for those younger girls is the standard has been set. I mean, the last 2 years, you guys have had more postseason success than any other girls program in our coverage map. It's been a great first 2 years for you. You're going into your 3rd year. So what can you say about the standard that has been set and how much it's going to impact the youth of the team and how much they've already kind of learned and known that what it takes to be successful in this program, watching the seniors from last year?
Yeah, I mean, the seniors last year were a great group. Like I said, I think 7 of them were starters, and they played a lot when they were freshmen and sophomores and juniors as well. The standard's been set for the team. It's been a great couple of years for us for sure, and I think we're expected to do well now that we've had such great success. But I mean, this year will be a little different for us with losing all the seniors and not having Gab. But it's a rebuilding year. It happens every year. It happens to a bunch of other programs. It's just the times, and we're working through it and trying to just get our girls out there and working hard.
What is going to be the key, or I guess a bit of advice for these younger players getting newly acclimated with the varsity level of play too, and just trying to adjust themselves to that type of play throughout the season?
Yeah, just get out there, do their best, just do what they do in practice. We really had to go. It's been a lot of coaching this past off season. Lots of going through the basics, simple stuff, just to get them on the same page, because it is a big difference jumping from 8th grade rec ball or whatever they did before to playing high school with girls that are 4 years older than them and also a lot bigger and stronger. So a lot of it's just getting their confidence up and knowing like they're an important part of this team. We need them as much as they need us to help them. So just having their confidence up and knowing that they're important on this team and they have a big role.
Coach, when you look at your schedule, not only do you play in a very tough NE8 with almost, I think every school is bigger than you in the NE8, if I'm not mistaken. You also have a non-conference schedule that reflects back-to-back regional appearances. How much do you think this schedule is going to really prepare those young kids for not just postseason this year, but growth into next year?
Yeah, you're right. We play the NE8, and we are the smallest school there. The past couple years, we've definitely been totally fine in that kind of environment with those teams. All the D2 teams, we've really kept up with them, competed with them well. We tied for first place with the NE8 last year with Poland, and I mean, it's great competition and it's great experience for these girls, especially when we hit the D3 playoff situation. It's definitely helped us, and it'll be tough for us this year, I'd say, but you just got to look at it that it's going to help us out later come playoffs.
Who are some of those non-conference teams that pop up on your schedule?
I think we have Boardman pretty early, so that'll be a tough one. Big school, and they're usually pretty good. And then I think we have West Branch as well. I don't know if there's any other non-conference.
It's a pretty big conference that you can fill your schedule with a ton of games anyway. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I can imagine that. But looking at this, though, Coach, I mean, you still are going to be in the thick of this. I mean, it's going to be a tough NE8 conference. What are you expecting, or what I guess I should say, what needs to be done for you guys to have competitive levels in that conference too, and be able to grab some wins? What are you going to need to see from the girls in the next coming weeks?
It's just going to have to be a lot of learning, and it's a little bit of a change this year for sure. The girls, we really just have to focus on not just popping a bunch of goals in like we've been used to, but we really have to work on defense and holding our ground well, and just making sure that we stay in these games when we get up against these tough schools that we're going to have to play.
How many conversations have you had with this team about like not trying to define themselves by last year and not trying to be last year's team and finding their own identity as a new group of girls?
I wouldn't say too much. I don't want to focus on it too much. I just want to go at it this year with an open mind. And I mean, in the beginning, we definitely hit it on the head and said it's going to be a little bit different, because some of my older girls, they've been getting a little frustrated with stuff because it is different and it's not coming as easy as it has in the past. So I think we figured it out, though. Now that we've had the summer, we finally got the older girls are more patient, understanding, and there are other coaches out there. Like I really use the older girls a lot as examples and to be leaders and other coaches with these younger, more experienced girls, because that's the only way around it. I can only do so much.
Would you say all the older girls are going to come in as the vocal leaders too? Because I know with soccer, you don't really get timeouts to talk with the team and adjust. So you need someone out there kind of being able to make those adjustments on the fly for you.
Yeah. I have my three seniors I have named as captains, and rightfully so. I think they're the three that are going to be the most vocal and most able to communicate to the whole team while they're out on the field.
Well, were you able to scrimmage last night? Because I know the scrimmage that was scheduled for last week got postponed to last night.
Yeah, we did. We got the scrimmage in last night. We probably could have done it last week, but the radar was just all over the place for us. So we made the call. But we had a great scrimmage last night. It was a good experience for us.
Give us kind of a post game. Did you see things that you didn't expect? Did you see a lot of things that make you excited for the season? What were kind of some of your takeaways from that first scrimmage?
No, I mean we definitely played well. United's always a great team to play against, and I think it's good to see them because they are Division III like we are. So we were definitely able to keep up with them, and I think it ended up being 4-0. So we got some good goals. I saw a lot from my seniors, my juniors, and I even have a freshman that I think will be pretty exciting for us this year. So definitely it was good to do and see what we needed to work on today at practice this morning. And we worked on it, and we're just going to keep going, get ready for Springfield.
Coach, I know you were mentioning some of the other names in the coaching staff, or you were mentioning your coaching staff, I should say. I want to give you the chance to shout out those names too in your coaching staff for this season and some other big names in this Raiders soccer program.
Yeah, so it's just me as the head coach, and then I have my new assistant this year, Lexi Domain. She's also a Poland grad like me, so it's nice to have someone that came from the same kind of program as I did and understands my thought process. She played in college as well too. So the girls have good coaches with them. We know what we're talking about. We know the game, and that's about it. It's just us two running the show.
What's it like having your alma mater be the biggest rival in the league and being the team that you're always fighting for to get in any championship?
It's fun. I mean, it's exciting. I know Poland's always a good team to play because I was on the team. It's always been great competition, and they're tough. So it's exciting. And last year it was cool being neck and neck with them and then sharing the title. They'll definitely be tough for us this year, especially I'm pretty sure they dropped down to D3 as well.
Is there a bit of advice or maybe a quote that you've utilized a lot throughout your coaching career?
Not really. I really just make sure the girls play hard and keep their cool and just make sure that we're all getting along and part of the team and making sure that everyone knows that their roles are important and it doesn't matter if you're on the field, on the bench. We need you and you're a key part to the program.
So I'm sure you've had a lot of time spent off the field and in team bonding exercises with this team. What are some of your favorite memories that you've put with your players so far in your first 3 years of coaching that don't have to do with, practice or games?
Oh gosh. I would just say how I know I'm still a young coach, but they do keep me young still. They're always keeping me laughing and doing all their weird TikToks and stuff. So I would just say just laughing with the girls and being a friend to them, but also an important role model.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for hopping on and giving us a preview of this season. We look forward to covering you all year, and hopefully we can get you on again during the season to talk about hopefully some Raiders success.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, guys.